So, a couple of days ago, anti-vax protesters decided to disrupt a immunisation, not a conference, but doctors were standing up giving their opinions, not their opinions, but telling people what was going on with vaccines and that they were safe and that there was no problem. Now, of course, anti-vaxxers take huge dismay in this, and basically decide that they are going to shout out or be rude to people speaking, and basically claim that they are not answering questions when they are. Again, go look it up, go watch the video for yourself, and basically see when an anti-vaxxer basically asks a question and there's a doctor going, okay, I'm answering your question, they go, no, wrong, lies. And I'm just like, he's answering, and then they go, you're not answering my question. He is answering your question, you just can't accept the answer. And that is the biggest problem. And I wonder what... Australia, for some reason, at the moment, seems to be the massive upsurge in what the hell is, going on with, quackery and, alternative medicine. I don't seem to know what's going on in Australia, but it seems to be the epicenter at the moment for some reason. It used to be all in the US, and now it seems to move to the Australia, which is really weird. But, so, you basically all these people disrupting, and that's the big news story. However, I watched the full video, and afterwards you get the guy, and he's broadcasting through Periscope, and he goes and he talks to someone else who runs another anti-vax campaign, and she says probably one of the most, not only the most disturbing but stupidest things ever. She's proud of the fact that she hasn't had her 4 children vaccinated. Okay, that's terrifying, because those 4 children are now at risk. The next thing she goes, oh, it's alright, because if they get measles, we can treat them naturally. If they get measles, we can treat them naturally. That is the level of absolute stupidity that ends up in a child's death. I only have to quote, the one that comes straight off the top of my head was the Albertan toddler, whose parents, he got tuberculosis, and they tried treating him by giving him echinacea. The ND gave them echinacea. He said, oh, take this, he'll be fine. Yeah, that's what happens. And guess what happens? He died. So, part of me really doesn't want this to happen, but there's a small part of me that wants to go, I hope one of her child gets measles, and, she learns her lesson the hard way. Now, I hope the child doesn't die, but I hope she learns her lesson the hard way. That she's listening to unscientific bullshit, and that the people behind this all have an agenda. And obviously, another person that appears in the video is Judy Wildman, who everyone seems to claim in this conference that she has a PhD in immunisation, and she doesn't. Her actual PhD she got was in psychology and psychology and social sciences, I think, something like that was the broad spectrum, fits in somewhere there between one of those two. So she has no idea. Remember, this is the person that said we need to go back and check that the smallpox vaccine works, meaning that we need to infect someone on purpose with smallpox and administer the smallpox vaccine. again, this is someone that, again, basically got a PhD, and got a PhD by parroting really, really bullshit conspiracy theories, and then in a paper doesn't even have any evidence to say what is going on. She just, for literally hundreds of papers, I remember 2 examiners both said that all her paper was good for, that it was well written and it was structured well, and everything else they couldn't give her. It was awful. So again, but this is what happens. These people are, again, my last video, again, they're so taken up and brainwashed by such unethical people, or people that mean well but have been led astray by people like Wellman, or, you know, people like the Gerson Institute or Dr. Glidden. These, you know, these people are out to make money, and it is really shocking. It really is. But, you know, what are you going to do? You know, I've made video after video after video, and yet, again, as in my last video, basically the person pretty much said, yo, you can show me all the evidence you want, I'm not going to believe it. Or they'll find some way to, you say, doesn't matter, doesn't work. And you're just like, what can you do? What can you do and say to some of these people sometimes? It's unbelievable. I wish that the Conspiracy Road Trip would do another episode and do one on sort of the whole vaccine immunology stuff, because it would be fascinating to actually see what would happen when these people are genuinely confronted by actual science and evidence. It would be fascinating to watch.